Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I call to order the July 15th committee of the whole meeting. Roll call, please, Kim.
Rhoda. Right.
Here.
Black.
Here.
Me.
Here.
Justice. Here.
Okay, number one, approval of the minutes for the meeting of the committee of the whole from July 1st, 2025.
So moved. Second.
Vote.
Me.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Black.
Yes.
Rhoda.
Yes.
Public comment, the first of committee of the whole. Old business. Number two, discussion and recommendation of a hold harmless letter to the Masonic Lodge of Roscoe. And Mr. Green has a couple of.
Sure, I'll make a couple of comments on this. Obviously, we've talked about this a number of times. Apparently, I mean, it would appear that the body is interested in moving forward with painting over the mural. I will, assuming that's the direction you want to go, I will prepare a resolution to that effect, a resolution to identify the funds that'll be devoted to paying whoever's going to do it. Actually, and it's that bid, it's like $4,000 or whatever. I have the phone number now and they to contact the gentleman at the Masons building. My preference would be that whoever this contractor is, this painter, enters into, I mean, you don't really enter into a contract when you're just having somebody come out and paint the side of your building. They just have an agreement to go forward with it and then they bill you. I'm gonna see if they'll work it out so that this painter will bill whoever the entity is at the Masons building, but the resolution will provide that the village will provide funds. That saves, if they're willing to do it that way, then we're not as worried about the painter working for us versus working for them. If they're working for us, then I'm concerned about, if something happens to someone there and, we'll have to worry more about the whole harmless language. If they don't want to do it that way, we can go the other approach. We'll hire them, we'll pay them, and I'll ask that the Masons, or entity, whoever owns the building, execute a very short one-page type of thing. It says, whereas we want to do this, whereas you want to let us do this, whereas we found someone who will do it. Now therefore be resolved that the village is authorized to pay whoever it is, payer, not to exceed a certain amount to cover the bill. So if you've got a motion in a second, the recommendation, you can move it to the board to pass the resolution. If that's the direction you want to go.
Question, may we see the draft of the resolution?
Absolutely, I'll get a draft to the village, certainly. Well.
Motion to send to the board then?
I'll second.
Thank you. Kim, a vote, please.
Right.
Yes.
Rhoda.
Yes.
Me.
Yes.
Black.
Yes.
Thank you.
Number three, discussion and recommendation of subdivision, entrance sign design selection for Chicory Ridge and Hawks Point. By chance, Ann, you pulled those up.
They were in everyone's document.
Yeah, if everyone saw them,
I-
I'm good with that. If you want to make a selection out of those two.
Well, I've seen.
I can briefly address it to Chairman Wright.
Oh,
Before the last board meeting, we requested letters for people to get permission to go on their properties. We got responses back for several of those people already, so we should have permission for the property locations to install those. I've also sent requests to the sign builders to put together proposals and sign designs based on the ones we talked about the last board meeting, similar to the Prairie Ridge and Crystal Hills signs. So they've also been sent down with the two different size options based on those as well. I don't have those back from the designer yet, but But once we get those back, we'll have those in front of the board to look at.
We can move that to the next meeting, Joe.
As soon as we get it back, yeah, as soon as we get those back, I will send those out and we'll put them in the board packet. But my request to the sign manufacturer was something similar to Crystal Hills and for the Hawks Point signs, the size wise. And then Prairie Ridge is a little bit of a larger sign entrance. That would be for the entrances into the Chicory Ridge subdivision. There's not a lot of room going into Hawks Point. So it's going to be the smaller of the two signs. So it would be the Crystal Hills style. And I've also requested the designs to be, you know, similar in theme to the types that we've already done in the past, including some, but more, I think, floral for the chicory flower rather than the chicory leaf.
All right, Joe, I did see the two examples of the Chicory Ridge sign. And I'm looking at right now on the screen for Prairie Ridge and for Crystal Hills. I do like how they each start with like a script, but would we be able to get them to match like the font of the other two signs? Because the other two seem more cohesive. I think it would just be better to keep everything cohesive with each.
Yeah, those first two, the renderings you have, looks like, I didn't put those in there, but looks like on page
Page
6
one.
and page 7, those were old designs we had from about 5 or 6 years ago that were put together for a different type of a project for that. Based
Okay.
on the board's discussions previously here recently, the two signs, the Prairie Ridge sign and the Crystal Hills sign, it's my understanding that's the direction the board wants to go, that style. So the two new signs will be that style of Prairie Ridge and the style of Crystal Hills.
All right, thank you for clarifying.
So we're laying it over.
We'll look at the,
We just moved on.
I would make a motion to move to the board.
Yeah, I'll second. With the pending.
And we'll, pending we give approval to the final design.
very good. We have a motion and a second.
Yeah, yes.
Rhoda,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Bright,
Yes.
me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Number 4, new business, discussion and recommendation of approval of Ann Hansen attending the Civic Symposium, September 11th and 12th of 2025.
So tonight I am asking the board to approve expenses. The Civic Symposium is put on by our finance software company, Civic. I had attended the first 3 years I was there or with the village. I have not been there since 2019. Lots of new offerings as far as software goes. So I'd like to go back and see what's new, see what's upgraded, see what I'm missing out on. I did have money in the budget for this, so it's already appropriated. And it's just 2 days away from the office.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Me,
Yes.
Bright,
Yes.
Rhoda,
Yes.
Black.
Yes.
Thank you.
Number 5, discussion and recommendation of approving Hastings Asphalt Services Incorporated for the quoted amount $9,819.70 for resurfacing of Leland Park tennis, pickleball, and basketball courts. Any questions or any thoughts from Troy? No?
I think it's pretty straightforward.
Pretty good.
Make a motion to send it.
We have a motion, I'll second it. Go ahead, John,
Send it to the board.
send it to the board.
So first one was,
Justin,
thank you. Second,
John?
thank you. Bright,
Yes.
Rhoda,
Yes.
me.
Yes.
Black.
Yes.
Thank you.
Number 7, discussion and recommendation of operational software. 6,
Hold up. 6.
moving fast. Discussion and recommendation of approving Metal Culverts Incorporated for the quoted amount of $5,373.25 for the purchase of metal culverts for road projects.
We're just gonna have a surplus for our road projects, is that what this is, or?
I can speak to it if you want.
So we have three, I believe, three different locations in various subdivisions where we have road culverts that are currently failing and need to be replaced. These are not a part of the residential streets project. They are separate areas that need the attention. I believe we have one at the Third and Kelmore intersection, which is up here in the Fry subdivision. We have one on Silverhawk Lane, which Sagewood subdivision, and then we have one more at the Hawks Point, one of the Hawk Point roadways. I can't remember the roadway, but essentially those need to be replaced. As part of this, we're going to order the material. We will then hire a contractor to actually install that. Obviously, the guys are extremely busy right now, so we think it's going to be, we provide the materials, we can get a better cost for installation. And then after that work is done, as part of our annual Class E patching program, the Norwest Construction, who's doing the contract, will come back and permanently patch those areas.
And just send it to the board.
Second,
Rhoda,
Yes.
Mike,
yes.
me,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
thank you.
Now, number 7. Discussion and recommendation of operational software and program solutions for village staff. Justin.
I just brought this up to see if anybody has interest in looking at any other types of software that we can use for our village staff that'll help some of their workload. We have a very small village staff, 4 individuals, often very overwhelmed. As far as I know, and often speaking to them. I did ask Ann to put together a list. I don't know if she did, maybe she can answer, or if this new training that she's gonna go to would actually piggyback off of it and help more. Maybe we pick up the discussion again at that time. Ann, if you have anything to add.
Yeah, so this is where I guess the best place for me to go, to learn about these upgrades and to see what's new. So I will have more to report in September when I get back. But Troy and Chief Hawley and I have discussed the definite need for a timekeeping or timesheet preparation software. It's just becoming a little too cumbersome for the administrative assistants and the department heads to kind of work together to get it out in a timely manner. So that's definitely something that's going to be on my radar at Symposium.
I would just ask that we bring this discussion back up in September.
So the second meeting of the month after Ann gets back.
And do you guys have a list of maybe things you see out there or have heard of, or that you might be looking for? Is there something like in your mind that, well, I would love to have this or love to have that?
Not off the top of my head, but I can definitely put some more thought into it. I work.
Are you looking for, sorry, are you looking for Civic? Is that what you're asking about, Mike and Justin?
No,
For our
really,
Civic
just
system?
just kind of a wish list of maybe some things that, as everybody works, maybe you hear of some software programs or something that may,
Yeah, I
utilize.
think we've added about 4 or 5 different pieces of software, I think this year or last year too. The staff has that, authority. We've been doing that. We budgeted for those. I think Anne's talking about our Civic system, which is, something I think she's got questions about, and that's what that symposium is for. So we're going to have her do a report on the symposium and the Civic software.
Yeah, mine's specifically financial based. That's what Civic is. So that's our payroll, accounts payable, accounts receivable, receipting, financial statements. So that's kind of the focus for that. That's the software I use the most. So, but we can definitely put some thought into it and get some stuff together for September when I get back.
Yeah, I would look at other programs too. There's new AI programs and stuff that can really alleviate a lot of paper things that you're having to go through constantly. It can create documents a lot faster. And then all you have to do is proofread and go through things instead of creating a 10-page document from nothing. There's just all kinds of different software like that out there now. So if you could just maybe just do the research over the next few months of other things other than timekeeping also, that would help you.
Sure. Yep.
Take some of all of village staff, not just you, but everyone.
Right, yeah. I'll
Thank
have
you.
some conversations and see what we come back with.
We bring this back on the 16th of September, please. That's the week after. Sure.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh, maybe, you may at the IML, there are a great number of vendors there. So if you go through the vendor section, take a look at what they have to offer. You may be able to pick up some things.
And no, we are all using AI, I think, pretty extensively, at least on the village side, I know. So I don't know about Sam yet, but I think they've got some more limitations put on them for that, but I know we are using AI software on our side, definitely.
awesome. Thanks, Ann. Thanks, Joe. Okay, public comment, any? Public comment? Thank you. Presentations, I just have a quick one. I wanted to give a little shout out to Brandon. I attended one out of the two public meetings that were held here at Village Hall, the open houses. First one, I thought Brandon did a great job, Joe did a great job at that. I did hear from Dane that during the rainstorm, you did a good job with the folks from Hodges Run. And I just wanted to share, I got a call, a text from a gentleman in the Hodges Run subdivision. Communication is key. My wife is a retired engineer and really liked talking with Brandon. She said he was very personable and had great ideas. Thank him for his assistance. There you go. No need for executive session. Motion to adjourn.
Oh, so moved.
Second.
Favor? Aye.
Aye.
Very good.
Wow.
Records.
Yeah. 7 o'clock.
Yes.